Well, we had to get to it sooner or later. Time Enough at Last is one of the most famous episodes of The Twilight Zone, centered on Henry Bemis, a shy, nearsighted bank clerk who is deeply devoted to reading, played by Burgess Meredith. Henry is portrayed as a gentle but socially awkward, constantly pressured by both his authoritarian boss and his dismissive wife to abandon his habit of reading in favor of practical life. Henry's world is defined by frustration. At work, he's scolded for reading during breaks, and at home, his wife criticizes him for neglecting chores and paying attention only to books. His thick glasses symbolizes both his physical vulnerability and his intellectual escape. Without them, he's nearly helpless, but with them, he can retreat into the world of literature that he loves. Seeking a rare moment of peace, Henry hides in the bank vault during lunch to read undisturbed. While he's inside, an atomic explosion devastates the outside world. The bank's vault survives the blast, and Henry is knocked unconscious but ultimately unharmed. When he awakens, when he awakens, he slowly realizes that the world outside has been completely destroyed. At first, this revelation overwhelms him with despair. He briefly contemplates suicide, believing he is now completely alone. But this despair turns into relief when he discovers that civilization is gone, meaning no more interruptions, no more ridicule, and no more obligations. For Henry, it is a strange kind of liberation. He's finally free to do what he has always wanted: read every book he can find without anyone stopping him. He eventually finds the ruins of a public library where shelves of books remain intact despite the devastation. Overwhelmed with joy, he begins collecting stacks of books and prepares to spend the rest of his life immersed in reading. It seems at last he has truly time enough. In the episode's unforgettable twist, Henry bends down to pick up a book and his glasses fall from his face. They land on the ground and shatter. Because his vision is extremely poor without them, he is suddenly unable to read any of the books surrounding him. The irony is devastating. He's been given infinite time and unlimited books, but he loses the one small thing required to enjoy them. The episode ends with Henry collapsing in despair among the ruins, surrounded by the silent promise of stories he can no longer access. It's a stark, ironic conclusion that reinforces the theme of Rod Serling, that fate often turns on small, cruel coincidences, and that what we take for granted can vanish at the moment we finally have everything we ever wanted. Burgess Meredith was a highly respected American actor whose career spanned stage, film, and television for more than 6 decades. Born in 1907 in Cleveland, Ohio, Meredith began his career in theater, quickly gaining recognition for his strong dramatic presence and distinctive voice. He became one of the most prominent stage actors of his generation before transitioning into Hollywood films in the 1930s and 40s. He appeared in a wide range of films, including Of Mice and Men, where he played George opposite Lon Chaney Jr., and Day of the Locust in '75. He also became widely known to modern audiences for playing Mickey Goldmill, Rocky Balboa's trainer, in the Rocky films starting in 1976. On television, Meredith delivered some of his most memorable performances, including multiple appearances on The Twilight Zone. And of course, we can't forget the Penguin in Batman. He received multiple Academy Award nominations for Best Supporting Actor and was widely praised for his versatility, able to move between serious drama and comedy, and character roles with ease. Meredith passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most distinctive and enduring actors of the 20th century. Out of the 92 episodes of The Twilight Zone written by Rod Serling, this was his personal favorite. The exterior long library steps were filmed some months later and used as steps into the Eloy Public Building in MGM's 1960 film The Time Machine. They were also seen in John Bram's later work A Nice Place to Visit. Two pairs of glasses were used for Burgess Meredith's character, one with thick lenses for close-ups and one with clear glass for the long shots so he could see. And this was the first of 4 episodes starring Burgess Meredith. When Bemis reaches down to collect the poetry pages his wife has just torn up, his glasses fall off. This subtly foreshadows the climax of the program on the library steps. Despite the H-bomb concussion that breaks the crystal in Henry Bemis's pocket watch, the light bulb in the hanging light in the vault not only remains intact, but also stays lit during the total destruction going on outside. Well, what can I say? This is a fan favorite from the series, not just the season. It's one of the best plot twists in Twilight Zone history. Even there are plot holes galore after the fact. Atomic bomb residue would linger for a long time, and food would be contaminated, etc., etc., etc. All can be ignored due to the brilliant writing and acting. This one, obviously, a 5 out of 5.